Hello everybody. This is take number 3. I've recorded this lesson 2 times and the volume hasn't worked either time, so hopefully this one works. Alright guys, so the last video you watched had to do with calculating discounts, markups, taxes, commissions. You guys were actually finding those dollar amounts. This one's a little different because we're actually going to find the percentage that a discount or a markup or a commission actually represents. Okay. A store owner buys bikes for $50. That's the original cost of the bike. She sells them for $80. So she actually increases the value of that bike to actually make a profit. What is the markup as a percentage? Alright, so before we even get started, you have to know what a markup is. And a markup is a value that gets added to an original cost. It's really the price that store owners add to make a profit. All right, and we know what the markup is in this case. The bike starts at 50 and it goes up to 80. So 50 to 80, that's just a markup or an increase of $30. So our markup is $30. Now you can always find these using subtraction. We could do 80 minus 50. It's just the difference of the two values. That'll tell you what your markup is. So the markup is $30. All right, and we need to know this. Now the question wants us to find the markup as a percentage. All right, so let's do a let statement. Let P equal percent. And let's use a percent proportion because that's what we're most comfortable with. Pepto works great for this one as well. So part over whole equals percent over 100. Now you've got to remember what our parts are. Parts are made up of markups, taxes, discounts, commissions, among other things. All right, so our part is $30. So we have 30 over the whole, which is our original value, which is 50. Don't make the mistake and use 80. The original value is 50 equals P percent all over 100. Now, here's our proportion. We've got one variable. We can solve this. We don't even have to cross multiply with this one. We can ask ourselves, how do you go from 50 to 100? Well, you multiply by 2. And since it's proportional, you're going to have to multiply the numerator by the same number. 30 times 2 will give us our percent. So our percent is 60%. All right, so that markup represents 60% of the original. Now, they're not always going to be that easy. So let's actually cross multiply this thing. So 30 over 50 equals percent P over 100. We're going to do 30 times 100, which is 3,000, equals 50 times P. That's just 50P. Now we need to get P alone. Oh, my desk is awfully wobbly. To undo multiplying by 50, we have to divide both sides by 50. The 50 cancels on the right, and we're left with just P. On the left, 3,000 divided by 50 is 60. So 60% is our percent. So the markup is 60% of the original. Very good. All right, guys. So I'm pretty sure in your challenge board I've shared with you guys a link to IXL and what skill I want you to work on. This IXL skill has to do entirely with markups, discounts, taxes. So don't forget, the first step with these questions is to actually calculate what that markup is, all right, which in this case was $30. All right, as always, if you guys have any questions, email me, leave me a comment on Google Classroom, and I'm always happy to help.